Alright guys, welcome back to another Skyblock Infinity Evolved Expert Mode. A lot has changed. Also, I have this. I named it No Idea What I'm Doing because I've never made a crossbow before. But it works pretty well. Only problem is it's a little slow. I was hoping to use slime for the crossbar, but of course I didn't have access to slime. So I had to stick with I can't even remember what I made the crossbar out of. I think it was iron or something. Oh, my bolts just got another modifier. Oh, pesky little zombie. I'll have to shoot through the skeleton to get him. But yeah, the mob farm has been working exceedingly well. Well, except for one little mishap. I did have a creeper wander through. I didn't realize that when I put the chest in there that they could jump up onto it. So when I killed a compressed creeper, a bunch of them spawned. I didn't see one over here, and he just waltzed up and blew up right about here. Took out these three chests. I only lost a few things though, so that was fortunate. But I did craft the rock crusher. I'll show you the recipe for that real quick. It's fairly simple. Just a block of steel, diamonds, and pistons. You need to do that 3 times. So that was rather expensive. And I finally got the first thermal expansion machine. I believe I showed that recipe, but I'll show it again. It is the induction smelter. This looks fairly simple. Just invar the classic reception coil. But what screws you up is this. I had to make the rock crusher, of course, to get that. Dense refined iron plate, tin gear, iron chips that I showed. Basic control circuit is the carpenter recipe. And then you need 400,000 RF. And then you've got that. So right now I'm working on setting up for my second machine. Of course you need 9 of these plates. I couldn't put them both in there. For some reason they were different. They wouldn't stack. I'm not sure what that's about. But I really, in between episodes, I spent hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours just getting Agricraft crops going. These are 1010s, these are 1010s, soybeans, industrial hemp 1010s, these wheat are 1010s, and I'm working on the, it's basically like magical crops. These rhododendron give you redstone. Like, see, I've got 1 in my inventory. Let's see, growth 6, gain 5, strength 2. So 6, 5, 2. Hover over this, get stronger. See, now I've got 3 in my inventory. Now I've got 5. So it's a really cool way of getting more ores, and the only one I haven't really seen is coal. So that's an issue. Oh yeah, with the clippers, you just click on it, you get a clipping, you put it in the other one, you have a chance of getting it to seed, so I just do it one at a time, cross it over. Right now, this is the only resource plant that I have. I'm working on the iron one, and of course, you have to have redstone underneath, which was the reason that I built the induction smelter to begin with, because the recipe is fairly simple. It's a block of redstone and a piece of stone. So that wasn't too hard. It was just more of, oh my god, I've got to wait for my solar panel to generate 400,000 RF. So that's when I got into the Agricraft stuff and just kind of lost myself in it, and before I knew it, boom, it had grown. Oh, and this guy is already gone. These are 652s, and hopefully this will be better. It is considerably better. I was hoping for a little more strength. I think I might have mentioned it last episode that the strength doesn't really matter, but I did some reading into it, and it turns out that the strength, oops, gotta use the clippers. The strength is what actually makes it so that your clippings take on the other side. So my strength is 2. You see, it took me a little while to get it there. And it's another dandelion. This side I'm trying to get lapis, because lapis is the first step towards getting iron, and I am really sore for iron. Just come over here and show you. Yeah, I've got 4 ingots of iron. Oh boy. It's a monster mash. I tried to throw in a Tesla coil, which was, it's the same recipe as it was in older versions of Industrial Craft 2, except I realized I don't have a reliable, strong source of EU. So I just kind of plunked it down there and let it go. Tons of skulls in there. That's going to come in handy when we get into Ender IO, because they require the Z-logic matrices and all that other goofy stuff. But I also, over here, I got the metal former, the extractor, the compressor, an induction furnace. I built that because I was foolishly thinking that I could do alloys in here. You can't. It's just a much faster way of doing, oh, we are out of power. I'll be right back. Alright, just threw a few coal coke in there. That'll set us up for a while. But the induction furnace is just a much faster way of smelting things. Of course, you have to build up heat, so applying a redstone signal to that is really helpful. And then I got the recycler, so I'm not throwing away as many items as I was before. I'm actually, well, I'm always throwing away seeds, but most other items I'm throwing through the recycler and getting scrap from it, which is slow but steady. I mean, and that's the earliest way I can think of getting slime balls, because you can get slime balls from the scrap boxes. So that's my aim with that. And I'll be back once I've got a couple other things to show. I'm going to try and get another machine frame going quick, and then I'll be back. I'm glad I caught this, because this is something that's proved really tricky for me, is these compressed monsters. If I can actually hit him. Because if they're too close to that front wall, they can actually spawn outside of that little area. And that's why I really got that gate in there. Well, that, and because of baby zombies being an absolute menace. Oh, and the reason I threw that golden transport pipe on there, it isn't just for flash, it's so that when I'm back here sniping from a distance, I can see if the chest is full, because I'll see the items going towards the vacuum hopper and not through the pipe. So that's been a really convenient way of telling that. Are these doing anything? Please tell me it's not just another allium. Pink tulip, that's what I wanted to see. Because if we go to the Agricraft, and not the diamond, the lapender, I need blue orchid and pink tulip. So, get that, get these out of here. Pink tulip, and I believe I have pink, the blue orchid in this chest. Which one was it? Blue orchid, pink tulip. Blue orchid. Yes, I have plenty of those. And I'm not going to do much of this on camera, just because it is very slow, very tedious, and it will eat hours upon hours upon hours of your life. And you may think I'm just being facetious, but I am not. It is a drag. Oh, that's done. So now we can throw those into there, and we'll have one of the first pieces for the next machine frame. Well, actually, I've already got some of the first pieces, because I set this up, this transfer node, to feed into that crucible, and another transfer node to feed into a stone barrel right here with water above it, so that I've constantly got obsidian. So just run over here, grab a couple of crushed obsidian, chuck them in. That's done. Fantastic. And there's half of it. Oh. Why did I make that? Oh, right. Right. Since I'm hurting for iron, I'm sticking with silver. Because silver, yeah, it's pretty rare, but I don't tend to use it quite as often, so I don't see it as being a commodity that I'm too worried about running out of right now. And let's see if we can shave just a little bit of time off of this. That's 3.35, 3.2, not bad. That's a lot faster in comparison. Of course, you're not going to notice a couple of tenths of a second, but, you know, it adds up. Alright, and I'll be back. I just got to get a couple more things, and then I'll be ready to start crafting my next machine frame. Alright, something that I just figured out. You can't run these to any machine using those cables from immersive engineering. You can't use the golden conductive pipes, but I made some hardened flux ducts, and yep, they're working. Awesome, fantastic, I love it. Alright, toss a couple more of those into there. Oops, I forgot that that solar panel was powering it. I'll have to quick do that. And that should give it enough power to finish through those. Oh man, I wish I would have made like an off button for this thing. I'll be back. After a good haul of slaying in there, I came out with 2 common treasures. So, I'm gonna crack them open. Nothing much. Fire resistance, I'll hang on to it. These gold coins are becoming very annoying though. But this should be, yep, awesome. Alright, and load this back up with some more junk. And I'm still working on getting these up to 10, 10, 10. I've got it at 7, 8, 3, which is, you know, not blue orchids. I don't want blue orchids. Yeah, the joys of Agricraft. Alright, I've got 1 or 2 more pieces to craft, and then I'm ready to set up for the second machine frame. Alright, got the final pieces. The basic circuit board and the tin gear. And now, we wait. For a long time. I could have moved it over there. Oh well. I'll do that before next time. I'm gonna hook the solar panels together, and then I'll be pumping out 16 RF per tick, and then I'm gonna move this whole setup over there as well. It's just gonna be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Yeah, I'm gonna get cracking at some more electrotine so I can hopefully get some more solar panels going, because I wanna be solar. Like that's what I want to do this series. Is I want to rely mostly on solar energy. I know with industrial craft that's going to be real resource intensive, but it's something worth trying. Alright, I decided to go ahead and get us one of these leadstone energy cells. It can hold 400,000 RF, which is going to be awesome. It does require a little bit more crafting than the usual recipe. An electronic circuit, some tin electron tubes. Oops, I clicked the wrong button. Just tin, redstone, your thermionic fabricator, and the redstone conductance coil, which is the electrum one. So, I might want to get my crescent wrench as well. Why am I... Oh. No idea what happened there. Going to configure this to be output there, and I'm pretty sure this will be able to accept from the solar panel in through the top. At least I hope so. And this is getting close to done. It's not quite there though yet. It's getting there though. Oh, and in between episodes I got these all up to 10-10-10s, and I made a ton of magic or floral fertilizer, so now I am so ready for Botania when I get into it. Oh, and these things, animal traps, so useful, because I've been having trouble. I think I built this platform too close, so I've been relying on these for animal drops. As you can see there, I got some leather, raw chicken, eggs, bones, raw beef. Yeah, that just filled up my inventory. And then I can just come over here, drop it all off, and we are... Dang. Really? I just cleared this out like a minute ago. I swear, the next two machines I'm getting are probably going to be the fluid transposer and the magma crucible, so I can make one of those glowstone illuminators and put it on top of there with a little switch so that I can turn this thing off, because it's a little ridiculous. I'll be back. And here lies the importance of sniping these compressed mobs from a distance. If I would have been in there, I would have been dead. I wouldn't have had any of my my armor, my weapons. Okay, is that... Got it. Now I can run in here and just slaughter them all. But yeah, ranged attacks are going to serve you really well in mob spawners like this, especially when you've got those special ones that are just coming at you with all the compressed stuff, which, to be honest, is both annoying and really cool. Like, I just picked up some redstone from all of that. Of course, I've got plenty of witch's hands already. Golden leggings and protection. I think I'll swap those and get rid of these. I've been lining up armor. I got the hazmat suit because I was dealing with a little bit of uranium. Oh, this is done. Yay. I was dealing with irradiant uranium, and I don't know if that can give you radiation or not, but I didn't want to risk it. You know, it seems like a silly thing to end up dead because of, and then my my grave would be contaminated. I wouldn't be able to pick anything up. Alright, I think I've got everything I need. I was going to go for the magma crucible and the fluid transposer, but I think that the pulverizer is going to be the better bet here. So I'm just going to go ahead and craft it and not look back. Boom, get. Now this, of course, is, you know, let's see, where do I want to, oh yeah, I'll just put it here. And now, well, for the time being, oh, you can't accept from that side? No, that's output. Input. Okay, get the crescent hammer out. Pick those up. And set the top to input as well. Alright, now we've got power flowing in. Beautiful. Now I can move these. Actually, I think that's still within range. Let me just go ahead and find out. I do need a couple of, nope, that's not in range. Oh well. I'll move it just a little bit closer. Hey, come back here. Pesky. Assembly table. Yeah, that'll be in range. It's off center, but I don't care. Really? You can't reach it? I'm gonna have to do some tinkering around with this. I'll be back.